Hey, what's going on, guys? Fate here, and welcome back to the channel, and I'm here to bring you guys my SDL Week 3 game against Simpleton. Right now, we are sitting at 1-1, so I hope I can pick up this game. It kind of will be huge for, momentum, morale, all that type of shit going forward. Obviously, every win makes the season easier as we go forward. So, obviously, yeah, gonna be huge, You can see the matchup there on your screen. So, yeah, that's a pretty big improvement. So first thing first that I kind of noticed right off the bat is that Max Caliber is kind of crazy. But with Bronzong plus Quagsire, hopefully I'm okay. And then from there, I kind of started building a squad to take advantage of their defensive weaknesses. So I have my Spectrier here, which if you look, you're like, wow, where is the Ghost Resist? And you're like, oh yeah, doesn't really look like it's there, and it's not there. So Spectrier, immediately one that I saw. Another one that I saw was Iron Jugulis, because oh, where's the Dark Resist? Oh, it's Valiant, right? So yeah, those are two mons right off the bat. I was like, okay, so they're coming. And then Garchomp wasn't quite as good, but it still had some okay uses here, especially with its natural bulk. It really had the ability to kind of go 1-for-1 with a lot of their team. And then obviously I said Bronzong and Quagsire already. There's one more mon that we'll kind of get into as we continue to go on. But yeah, I just wanted to show the matchup there for a minute. So here we go. So yeah, like I said, Spectre, I knew immediately was going to be a problem. So we have a Subplot, D-Kiss, and Shadow Ball. So this is basically just in hopes that I can put in the absolute most work as I can. I just realized I had a whole nother source with Team Builder, no mons, but you know what it is. You guys see my all the mons I'm bringing, and the last mon is no longer a surprise, but that's okay. But yeah, this is just designed to put in the most work and maybe sweep if I get a sub up as well. Jugulis, like I said, another huge mon, problem mon for them. With Dark Pulse, Hurricane, Flash Cannon, U-Turn, pretty much hits everything it needs to hit. Flash Cannon gives me a safer option into Valiant if I don't want to have to hit a Hurricane, pretty much. And then Garchomp, like I said, kind of a 1-for-1 machine here, as it can pretty easily go 1-for-1 with Valiant with its Roselli Berry, and 1-for-1 against Landorus since it outspeeds and lives one because it's a natural bulk. So yeah, like I said, really a 1-for-1 machine here for sure. Then Bronzong here is built to take on your Max Caliber with the Culver Berry for Crunch, and then Gyro Ball will do a shit ton of damage. We have Ice Spinner for Rolando, and then we have Quagsire here. Pretty standard Quagsire. This is really the one I've been running the most all season with an attacking move and Yawn and Recover. It's just really strong being able to force stuff out, because obviously Quagsire is not the most or it's like a relatively passive mon, but when you have access to Yawn, it really can help mitigate that problem. And then we also have Choice Scarf Tauros, which if we take another look at the matchup, looks pretty decent here, right? Obviously their fire resist isn't like super great because it's Slowking, and Slowking's not super good at taking those types of moves. And then there's also Arcanine, which if we have hazards up, Arcanine doesn't really like that either. And also Arcanine doesn't want to switch into potential fighting moves. So there's that. Also Tauros obviously helps me with Max Caliber. If it gets up to +1, it can revenge Lando and Valiant and Arcanine. So I felt like this was a really good solid mon to bring, considering all of that. So that is probably the most in-depth prep review that I've given this season so far, and I think the quality of the video is much higher than anything I've done so far this season. So be sure to like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and get into the replay. Okay, so one mon that I didn't really mention in prep was the Pincurchin, which perhaps I should have probably considered more in prep than I did, to be honest with you. But it's also like it's really hard to prep for everything, and then like once you're going to the point where you're prepping for Pincurchin, it's like, are you wasting your time, or even if you're not wasting your time, are you doing anything that's actually beneficial in the game? So, yeah, that's sort of my thought process on that. But yeah, let's just get into it. So they lead back Excalibur. I lead Jugulis because that was really good commentary. I was thinking that I should try to get off. I was thinking I should try to get off some pressure as early as I possibly could, right? So leading Jugulis was going to allow me to do that because obviously I think that it's probably the mon that pressures them the most, especially early on because of the choice specs. It's a little bit stronger than Spectre, even though Spectre like legit doesn't have a resist. So that was sort of my thought process with that, is that I could lead my Jugulis and really start just putting that pressure on. But unfortunately, they lead back Excalibur, which Jugulis doesn't have a way to Oko. So I'm forced to go Bronzong as they D-Dent. But that obviously is fine. This is literally what Bronzong's built to do. You see the Cold Bear come into play right there immediately. And then I immediately, I go Quagsire here because I'm thinking that Quagsire is going to eat a crunch into whatever the next move is. And then I'm going to be able to save my Bronzong. For the Landorus, because like outside of Bronzong, my Landorus check is like still a little iffy as well. So I wanted to save my Bronzong for the Landorus and use Quagsire to take this damage. Because outside of Arcanine, Quagsire wasn't super great. Like I valued Bronzong more. And then like especially since Arcanine like also can get Sinai checked by Garchomp in a pinch, right? So like that was sort of my thought process on that. So he clicks Crunch. It does crit me, but like we're still gonna eat the next one. But I didn't realize that by Excalibur gets Freeze Dry, so it just dies. And then I got Tauros and killed it. But yeah, I didn't realize that, so that's just an oversight on my part. Honestly, I need to check these new Mons move pools more, because obviously like I'm playing draft, and like today I lost a game to a Paladin that grass knotted me. So yeah, I just need to grass knotted a Quagsire that I have. To be fair, I draft Quagsire in like almost everything that I've done in Gen 9. So yeah, but here you see us just honestly going for positioning right now. I get my Garchomp in on this though, so that's pretty good as they're setting up their spikes. So on this turn, I actually thought about SDing again because I thought they might be Sugarberry Memento or Focus Sash Memento. So I really thought about clicking SD again, but then I was like, that could be, that could be bad. Like, in retrospect, I don't really see a world where that's bad, to be honest with you. So I kind of wish I just had done it. I guess my thought process was that I didn't want them to attack me this turn, and then I kill them the next turn, or even their Sash or Shuka, or their Sash the next turn. And then my Rosalie Berry doesn't do anything, and then I went 1-for-1 with Garchomp against Pincurchin, which is obviously really bad. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty unlikely, so I think I could have SD'd again and been in a really nice spot against this Iron Valiant, but now since I'm not +2, I'm not going to be able to get the kill on Valiant, even though with the Rosalie Berry I eat there, I still do really good damage, but I could have gotten the kill had I clicked SD again, so like, that was definitely a little bit of a misplay for sure. But I'm going to be able to bring out my Spectre here, which is going to do big damage, and then here I actually make another pretty big misplay. So I tear into Steel, which obviously is not very good, into the Arcanine, and then it just Flare Blitzes me, reveals that it's Choice Scarf, and I was really just set that it was not going to be Choice Scarf. I was set, like, this shit is banded. So I probably should have scouted for that or something. I don't know what I would have done. I guess I could have just really easily gone Tauros, double resist both stabs, and I don't really need health on Tauros, so yeah, that could have been something I could have done pretty easily. So yeah, misplay there. Spectre is gone for no reason. Garchomp could have gotten more done than it did. And then yeah, so you see all this stuff happening. But out comes Jugulis now. And Jugulis, like I said, really big issue for my opponent, right? So I just start throwing off the Hurricanes. Because I'm like, I don't have another option at this point. So they sacked Valiant, which, like, frankly, I'm not sure I agree with. Because that really would have put pressure on my team. Because I don't have a Fairy Resist. And obviously it outspeeds Jugulis. Because now Jugulis, it kills everything. It 2-Kos both Slowking, and Landorus, and neither of them do enough damage to me um, in return. So they go for Smackdown there. I switched to Tauros because I want to put this Landorus in range of Dark Pulse, so I don't have to risk missing a Hurricane. Because obviously, I've already hit 3, I think. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pushing my luck already. So I just go for Flare Blitz there to do some damage. And they're in Dark Pulse range now, so bring out my Jugulis and I Dark Pulse, which, yeah, wins me the game 1-0. This is definitely a game that I could have played a lot better. Could have put me in a better position going forward because I could have had a lot more differential, right? Obviously, Garchomp, I could have played better. I could have killed the Urchin and the Valiant, and then without the Valiant, like, the game's pretty over from that point. And, like, I still have my Spectre too because I don't think that, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of a domino effect if I don't misplay with the Garchomp. Obviously, kind of really good if I don't misplay with the Quagsire either. So yeah, just definitely some things that could have done better in this game, for sure. No doubt. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Like it if you like it, and subscribe for more. Catch you guys next time. Peace.